So you're thinking about moving to Bend, Oregon, and you want some property on the southeast side of town. Well, look no further than where we're going to be out today. This vlog style video showcasing the southeast part of Bend. A lot of properties with 5 acres, 10-acre parcels, even up to 20 and beyond. Horse property, irrigation property, a great neighborhood or great area of town, I should say, that is all about the location right now. Living out off the grid, so to speak, but being close to a lot of the city amenities that Bend has to offer. So if this video sounds like it's for you, stick around. We're going to be getting after this tour of the southeast part of Bend right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon and the surrounding areas, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Bend, Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon, and we've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you, help you make a smooth move here to Bend. We are in the rural part of the southeast side of Bend, so we're really close to not landfill. We're close to High Desert Middle School. We're close to the new Caldera High School. We're about 3-4 minutes from the new high school, 2 or 3 minutes from High Desert Middle School. So we are on the far southeast side of Bend right now. Like Ryan mentioned in the introduction, most of the houses out here are going to be 5, 10, 20 acre properties. I believe the zoning out here for most places is RR10, which is rural residential, 10-acre lots. Not all homes in RR10 are actually 10 acres, but this is an amazing area where you feel like you're kind of in a different place, but you're right in town, just on the outskirts of the boundary of Bend, but you're super close to it, but you feel like you're in Sisters or, you know, somewhere that just has a lot more space. You've got some great mountain views out here in different areas. This is a really cool part of town if you want to be out a little more rural but still want to get into all the amazing dinner amenities, retail, all of that stuff. This is such a great option for Bend.
Absolutely. So things that come to mind when I think about this part of town, I actually grew up in this pocket of Bend here. My parents had about a 10-acre slab of property, and they still live out there right now, but it just brings back a lot of memories being out in this part of the town. I had a bunch of friends that lived out here. We had 4-wheelers, we had horses, things like that, and so we were just kind of out off the beaten path growing up, and that was something that brings back a lot of memories. And so people that are looking for a little bit more space while also being in close proximity to Bend, this is a really interesting area right now. And like we've talked about in previous videos, the new Caldera High School is about 3 to 4 minutes away in terms of a drive from where we're at right now. But what's interesting about this particular area is that there are subdivisions, even though we're out in the county, and then there's also plenty of pieces of property that are not dedicated to a particular subdivision. So it gives people options as to what they want to live or how they want to live out here in the country. We have Sundance Estates, we've got Conestoga Hills, we have Horse Butte Estates, among many subdivisions that are out here in the southeast part of town, but still being about a 5 to 10 minute drive to basically the east side of town. Costco is about a 10-minute drive away from here right now. We're about a 15 to 20 minute drive from downtown, probably a 40-minute drive from the airport out in Redmond, just to give some context as to where we're truly at. But we're out on the east side of town right now. We've talked a lot about how that tree line kind of shifts right in the middle of Bend. A lot of ponderosas going to the west, up the scape towards the mountains, and then as we traverse this way eastbound, we're going down in elevation. That's where all the juniper trees are located. So give some context as to where we're at. We are in a high desert area right now. It's mid-January, so there's a little bit of snow out here right now, but the sun is still beaming down. It's about 50 degrees today, a little windy, but again, a great spot to be living if you're looking for a little bit of space, some privacy, yet not being too far away from all the action that Bend has to offer.
Yeah, and if you want to have animals, horses, chickens, cows, goats, all of them, you can have them out here. It's one of the great parts. Brian mentioned there's some irrigation out here. So if you want to have kind of a small little hobby farm even a good sized farm, you can do that out here and be so close to the city here. We have friends over here that have rams, alpaca, llamas. Yeah, so it's really
Emus.
cool. Emus? I don't know anybody with any emus around here. You know somebody with emus around here?
I was speaking for you, but
yeah, you can have all that out here, stuff that you can't quite do in the city limits. Some of the houses, but like the one you see behind us, newer construction, absolutely beautiful ranch style home. You'll see a lot of 2-story homes. Some of the areas out here have fantastic views. If you can get up kind of on one of the hills, there's beautiful views to the west from here. It does get a little windy out here from time to time. Like Ryan mentioned, it's definitely a little bit more deserty out here compared to when you head west towards the mountains. Definitely get a lot more of those pine trees.
we're off record right now. What we want to do is kind of drive around, do a lot of B-roll, giving you guys an idea of what it's like, because it's hard to really just kind of traverse around from point A to point B just with our feet. So what we're going to do is just drive around, show you guys the landscape of this particular area of town, and then maybe hop out 1 or 2 more times to give you guys some context as to where we're located. But very popular area, and this part of town is going to see a lot of new development, a little bit closer to town at least over the coming years, with a lot of the urban growth boundary rezoned in this part of town to allow for commercial construction. So we're going to see a lot more commercial development that's just much closer than where we're at right now in terms of where all that stuff is in Bend. So we'll hop in the car right now and we will see you guys in just a couple minutes. So now we're over off of Arnold Market Road, one of my favorite roads out here in the southeast part of town. If you look behind us, we actually have pretty good views of the mountains. There's a lot of homes in this part of town that are given great mountain views, and oftentimes that's overlooked when people are considering moving to Bend and may need mountain views, or they would desire to have mountain views as part of their prerequisite when buying a home. Typically speaking, it's going to be Aubrey Butte, or it's going to be on the west side of town somewhere. But out here, kind of slopes up a little bit here and there, and you're given actually pretty good panoramic views of almost all 7 peaks.
So a lot of the homes, so we were just looking at some of the numbers. There's 7 active homes on the market in this kind of general area of town right now. Average lot size is about 9 acres. The median home price of active homes right now is about 1.2. Average home size is about 2,700 square feet, somewhere in there. But so not a lot for sale out here right now. Very desirable place to live. Home prices are definitely probably the highest for the southeast side of Bend, but we're also out in the county. One thing I will tell you about the mountains, a lot of people move here and it's on the absolute want to, need to have list, but their budget won't quite allow for the mountain views, one thing that you will enjoy about living here is everywhere you drive, there are mountain views. So just because you don't have them out your living room window does not mean you're not going to enjoy the mountains just living here. Every single day I drive around and I appreciate them, I enjoy them. And it's not like they're kind of in the background. They're very much in your face as you drive around this town.
That's a really good point you made, Zach, because a lot of people are kind of hell-bent on having mountain views at their home, and obviously not every home is going to provide that opportunity. But being able to live in Central Oregon, it doesn't matter too. It can be Redmond, it can be Lapine. You get a different angle of Mount Bachelor and some of the sisters in Lapine as you would versus say in Redmond, but they're just great views pretty much everywhere you go. So it's not even limited to Bend alone. I mean, some would say that there's better mountain views in Sisters, and some would say that there's better mountain views in Redmond than there are in Bend. So ultimately speaking, the mountains are right here. They're part of the staple that is Central Oregon, and you're gonna get to see them when it's clear just about any time of day, wherever you go.
So we're gonna jump over. Next stop, we're gonna show you where they're building the new 400+ acre park that Bend Park and Rec purchased. Yeah. It's going to be pretty amazing, and then we'll probably wrap up the video from there. But yeah, we hope you're enjoying this. We're going to continue to get more B-roll to show you. It's a little different than a neighborhood where the houses are way further back from the road, so we can't show you a lot of the houses up close, but we're showing you kind of the landscape. You've got Horse Butte over here. Are we in Sundance right now?
No.
Okay.
No.
So we're in the area near Sundance, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But
yeah, Horse Butte's behind us.
Yeah, so we'll continue to show you a bunch of the great stuff around here. We hope you're enjoying this. This is rural Bend at its finest, and we love it out here.
We'll see you soon.
So behind us, you'll see a fence. It's more than a fence. So this is the 400+ acre area that Bend Park and Rec purchased, that they're going to build an amazing facility over here with dog parks, baseball fields, soccer fields, pickleball courts, all kinds of amazing stuff, trails. This is going to be the biggest complex like this in Bend. We're really excited about it. I don't know when they're going to start development on it. We have a video about this that we'll put up in one of the cards up there that you can click on and take a look at. But this is something that we're really excited about, that's going to even further the building and the desire to live on this side of town.
Yeah, and so we'll link some maps up here too into the video to give you guys some context as to where it is that we're actually focusing this particular video on today. Obviously the southeast part of Bend, but we are a little bit closer now to say 27th Street, which is where High Desert Middle School is. It's also the road that will take you to the Costco shopping area. And so we're probably, I don't know, 4 miles away from that right now. But again, we're on Liquid Road right now. A lot of cars heading eastbound, heading out to those homes and those properties that we just focused and showcased. Pretty active traffic on this stretch of road here. There's a lot of people that live out here. I guess there's a few thousand people that all encompass this particular stretch of Bend, but they're all homes that are pretty far in between each other, giving space and privacy for people that want to live close to town, but also have a little bit of a buffer zone in between neighbors. So that's what makes it so unique. You're not way out there. You're not driving 30 miles in and out of Bend to get to where you're located. You're only doing it for about 3 or 4 miles, and you're able to live out in the country but still be close to town.
So right on the other side of the street from Rickard, from where we are now, is the Knott landfill. The not landfill is about full. I don't know how many more years they said it has left. I don't think it's many.
I think it's 2030 is when it's supposed to be done.
So we've got about 6 years left of that being the landfill. I don't know where the new proposed landfill is, but eventually that land won't be used as a landfill anymore. I don't know if they'll be able to repurpose it for something else eventually, but currently that is where the landfill is. Rickard is kind of the main vein to get back to all these homes, and then you have Arnold Market. And but it's a beautiful area like we talked about. There's some amazing sunsets out here. We love it out here. If you'd like to see more of this area, you want us to take you on a personal tour, let us know. Shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call, book an appointment or Calendly meeting for a Zoom call. We'd absolutely love to do that. If you have anything else you guys would like to see, we're starting to get some requests and we are working on those. So don't think we're not listening, but we've got kind of a list of stuff we want to show you guys. And then we're going to start filming some of that other stuff. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, we absolutely appreciate it. Follow us, like us, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.